So Ripple XRP, we are making one of the biggest changes in the space, and this is exactly how we are doing it. So we're going to be taking a look at how Ripple XRP has been spotted in the spotlight in a report in terms of their technology and their benefits and how they can essentially solve the cross-border payments crisis. We're also going to be having a look at how Ripple are making a change in their legal victory. And for Stellar, we're going to be having a look at the quarter for 2023 metrics that Danelle Dixon has covered, as well as the tokenization for the recent Ripple report that just came out yesterday, February the 12th. And of course, the price action for XRP and XLM coins. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So over here, we have from Wrath of Kahneman that Ripple carrier Finastra is still putting it forward. The organizations listed are the same 5 that haunt most ex-border documents from July. So we know that Finastra and Ripple are essentially partners, and basically with the collaboration between the both of them, it is designed to help financial institutions to make fast and reliable cross-border payments. And how that's going to work is that Finastra's customers will be able to connect and transact with RippleNet partners. So we have over here that financial institutions standing on thin ice must pivot before it's too late. Cross-border payment volumes have rebounded post-pandemic, and legacy banking systems find it difficult to match the increase in demand for scalability, speed, and transparency arising from consumers and businesses. All three things that basically Ripple tackle with their technology, and the traditional correspondent cross-border payment experience is no longer acceptable with unpredictable and unconfirmed settlements. So not only the fact that we have the uncertainty, but with the unconfirmed settlements, meaning the high amount of failures, which we really do need to minimize on that. Also the variable fees as well. So it is not a set fixed fee, meaning that these fees can change and that it can actually be quite a lot as well when it comes to the cross-border payments, and final payment amounts that are not consistent with the sender's intention of what they have done. And as a result, a plethora of alternative payment methods are becoming more popular in the market, so Swift GPI, MasterCard cross-border services, Visa Direct, Ripple, and we have Thunes as well. And of course, we need these alternatives in order to actually be able to get that speed and transparency, but also in order to ensure that we have the settlements. And there are also programs that exploit the improved interoperability of domestic clearings that we have with the ISO 20022 adoption, and also the pilot programs established by the clearing house as well, and Swift to ensure frictionless immediate cross-border payments in the US dollar and euro currencies. And so again, with this cross-border payments, it is definitely becoming more of an issue, and we have over here the alternative companies that can essentially match that and overcome it with the solution. And so Ripple is also able to be a partner of that as well, and this is what they'll be able to tackle. But again, the financial institutions need to actually pay attention to this and do something before it is too late. And we have over here Ripple being in the company spotlight in an Interact report. So it basically says over here that Ripple is the only enterprise blockchain company today with products in commercial use. Now we know that Ripple basically have 90% of their business outside of the US. They have many partnerships and they have utility cases as well. They're actually doing real business, and this is definitely what stands out for Ripple in general. And you'll see over here that we have the cross-border payments again being mentioned about delivering the real-time global payments without tying up capital in destination markets, meaning that those payments are basically settled there and then in real time, and so you don't have to essentially wait for any other factors. And of course crypto liquidity as well, and the fact that they're able to access optimized crypto liquidity and in terms of the power for the crypto payments as well. And the CBDCs, where Ripple offers the platform for minting, managing transaction and destroying CBDCs, and the XRP ledger technology has transacted over 70 million times over the course of 10 years. And what does this mean? Well, this means the real world proof that we actually have. It is the case study of what we've done in terms of who we've served by the financial institutions, and so we've actually already got it in the bag. And I definitely think that this is what makes Ripple stand out, because of the fact that we had that real world use case, and so people cannot be questioning our technology as it is already being utilized. We have over here from Mr. Man just highlighting about Ripple's legal victories. Now we know we have been in that lawsuit for quite some time now. Unfortunately, it hasn't been so good for the price of XRP coin, that we have basically been put down, and there has actually been a lot of price stagnation. However, it has been pretty good with the victories, because it goes to show that we are on the right track in order to create this change that we have seen in the crypto space, and especially against the SEC as well, and that Ripple are essentially one of the companies that are at the forefront of making this major change. So let's take a look at this.
Perfect. Okay. So I would say, with a more US focused view, I think that
Unfortunately, this year has had a lot of very negative developments, specifically with various cases being brought and regulators asserting that effectively every cryptocurrency is a security in the US. I think that the things that have been happening in courts have been some positive developments. For example, the Ripple decision, very, very positive in helping to bring clarity. And I think it has become absolutely critical that we get clarity on this issue. And so another very important update was the market structure bill passing out of the House Financial Services Committee. Not actually law yet and a long way to go, but still I think could be very impactful.
Yeah, I would actually say one of the best examples I've seen in our industry is not the Ripple decision of last year, which I hope provides final restructuring guidance in the U.S., but the earlier Ripple decision, which is the 2015 FinCEN action against Ripple. Now, no, Ripple didn't like that, and the industry didn't like that, but it had the impact of growing today's compliance and industry.
I mean, I know it is quite unfortunate that we have to actually go through this lawsuit in order to get that sort of clear regulation and compliance, because the SEC should actually be setting this out first before they come after us. But this is the way that it has actually gone, unfortunately. And again, it just goes to show that Ripple have been doing great with this whole lawsuit. And it does seem like as if we're getting some sort of optimism with it as well with the lawsuit case. We'll have a look at this tokenization report from Ripple that was just posted yesterday. And it says over here that tokenization is reshaping the future of finance and offering the promise of enhanced transparency and increased accessibility as well. Tokenization is definitely something that I am looking forward to, and in things such as commodities, real estate, and also with the fact that we have so many other things that we can tokenize as well. So we have the unlocking business value over here about the growing interest in and examples of tokenization. And not only that, but in terms of the voluntary carbon credit markets as well that they can actually use. And companies can further benefit from the operational efficiencies of tokenized assets on the blockchain, including faster transactions, reduced management fees, and lower costs. So the XRP ledger, of course, was purpose-built for financial use cases and has enabled over 2.6 billion transactions to settle in real time, error-free, for more than a decade. And what we have, of course, again, it is 24/7, 365 days a year that we have. And we have some other figures as well. About 97% of respondents said they believe tokenization would revolutionize the industry, and that is from a BNY Mellon survey. We have over here from Danielle Dixon, lots of goodies coming out Q4 2023. Who says that we shouldn't celebrate? Let's have a look at the Stellar ecosystem and let's get after 2024. So we have 92 million payments so far, 1.3 billion relevant assets that we have, as well as 1 year anniversary of the Stellar Aid Assist at $2 million dispersed. The Stellar Community Fund, 226 submissions, $3.8 million worth of lumens awarded, and 88 projects, and also 100% of projects represented in Soroban minimum viable ecosystem. So some great stuff coming out with Stellar. I mean, the whole community as well is really pleased with this, but I do think that they want a bit more in terms of what Stellar is actually going to be providing for, and especially in terms of doing a bit more than just Soroban itself. But still, nevertheless, really good stuff coming out with Stellar. And before we have a look at the price action for today, from Chad, we have over here the Hong Kong regulator accepts the first application for a spot Bitcoin ETF. And to be honest with you, I think that this was a faster turnaround compared with the US, unless I'm probably thinking wrong. But when it came to Hong Kong, they definitely said that they would be open to actually accepting the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And I think that was over a month ago now. And now they've actually accepted the application. There was no pushback as far as what I can see. And so it seems like as if Hong Kong are doing much better than the US with the spot Bitcoin ETFs and welcoming it more as well. So price action of XRP coin today, we are currently trading at 0.5292. We are up by 2.26% on the 1 day chart, so we are in the green, looking quite nicely. On the volume, we are up by 36.59%, and we're trading at $1 billion, so we are up in the volume too. In the early hours of the morning for today, we were trading at 0.5325, and on the 7 day chart, we are up by 5.17%. So you'll see over here, we had that nice climb up. I mean, on the 7th of February, we were trading at 0.5027, so we were at 50 cents. And then actually, we went to that 53-cent mark to 0.5331. So we did increase by 3 cents quite nicely. We took a dip yesterday, however, to 0.5167. Now, I did say it was only 1.5 cent of a move up from there to 3 cents. And now we are basically just below the 53-cent mark. I mean, we did hit 0.53 5363 just yesterday at 6:35 p.m. So on the 1 month chart, we are now only down by 7.85%, but let's see if we're actually able to hold the 53-cent mark. We're not too far off from it now, and let's see if we can get some sort of support level. For Stellar XLM coin, we are currently trading at 0.113. On the 1 day chart, we are up by 2.4%. Again, we are green for XLM as well as XRP. On the 1 week chart, we are up by 3.5% too. I mean, yesterday we were sitting at 11 cents, so we just moved up ever so slightly now. Let's see if it can actually get to the mid-range of 11 cents first. The 1 month chart, we are down by 5.9% too, but you'll see over here this nice curve, as it seems like as if we are coming back up, and hopefully to these levels as well at 0.116. Guys, if you want daily Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.